World War II was a global war that lasted from 1939 to 1945. It was the deadliest conflict in human history, with an estimated 50 million to 85 million fatalities. The war involved the majority of the world's nations, including all of the great powers, organized into two opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis. The war began with the invasion of Poland by Nazi Germany in September 1939, and quickly spread as Germany conquered much of Europe. In 1941, Germany turned its attention toward the Soviet Union, leading to a massive invasion known as Operation Barbarossa. The United States entered the war in December 1941 after the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor. The war in Europe ended with the capture of Berlin by Soviet and Western Allied forces in May 1945, while the war in the Pacific came to an end in September of the same year with the official surrender of Japan. The aftermath of World War II led to the establishment of the United Nations, the establishment of Israel, and the beginning of the Cold War, among other significant events and changes in the world. The impact of World War II is still felt today, and its lessons continue to shape international relations and global politics. The end of World War II marked the beginning of a new era in international relations and global politics. The defeat of Germany, Italy, and Japan resulted in the dismantling of their empires and the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, setting the stage for the Cold War. The formation of the United Nations in the aftermath of the war aimed to prevent such a catastrophic conflict from happening again and to promote peace and international cooperation. The Nuremberg trials, which took place in Germany after the war, sought to bring to justice those responsible for war crimes and crimes against humanity during the conflict. However, the legacy of World War II also had more troubling effects. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States remain highly controversial and serve as a reminder of the destructive power of modern technology. The displacement of millions of people and the widespread destruction of cities also had long-lasting effects on the societies and economies of Europe and Asia. In conclusion, World War II was a defining moment in modern history, and its impacts continue to shape the world in which we live today. The conflict serves as a reminder of the devastating consequences of war and the importance of international cooperation and peace. Additionally, the war had a profound impact on the cultural and social landscape of the world. The war effort led to an acceleration of technological advancements, particularly in the fields of medicine, communication, and transportation. The war also led to significant changes in the role of women in society, as many women took on jobs in factories and other traditionally male-dominated industries while their husbands were away fighting in the war. In the arts, World War II had a profound impact, serving as a source of inspiration for writers, musicians, and other artists. The war also gave birth to a new generation of filmmakers and photographers who documented the conflict and its aftermath. Finally, World War II had a profound impact on international relations and global politics. The formation of the United Nations, the beginning of the Cold War, and the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers all had long-lasting impacts on the world. In conclusion, World War II was a significant event in modern history that had far-reaching impacts on a variety of areas, including technology, society, culture, and politics. The lessons learned from the conflict continue to shape the world today, and its legacy will continue to influence future generations. Another impact of World War II was the formation of new nation-states and the redrawing of national borders. In Europe, the war led to the establishment of new communist states in Eastern Europe, while in Asia, the decolonization process accelerated, leading to the formation of new independent states. The war also had a profound impact on the global economy. The conflict led to widespread destruction of infrastructure and resources, and the rebuilding process after the war helped to stimulate the global economy and lay the foundation for the post-war economic boom. World War II also led to significant changes in military technology and tactics. The war saw the development and use of new weapons, such as submarines, jet aircraft, and radar, and it also led to the widespread use of amphibious assaults and combined arms tactics. Finally, the war had a profound impact on the psyche of the world's populations. The conflict led to widespread trauma and loss, and it also gave rise to new forms of political extremism and nationalism. In conclusion, World War II was a conflict that had far reaching impacts on the world, touching virtually every aspect of global society and leaving a lasting legacy that continues to shape the world today. The lessons learned from the conflict and its aftermath are still being studied and debated, and its impact will continue to be felt for generations to come. The memory and legacy of World War II continue to play a significant role in the cultural and political landscape of many countries today. In some countries, the war is remembered as a time of great sacrifice and heroism, while in others, it is seen as a source of shame and guilt. In Europe, the memory of the war is often intertwined with the Holocaust, the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews and other minority groups by Nazi Germany. The memory of the Holocaust continues to play a central role in Jewish identity and has had a lasting impact on international human rights discourse. In Japan, the memory of the war is marked by a sense of remorse for the country's actions during the conflict, as well as a recognition of the devastating impact of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In Russia, the memory of the war is often characterized by a sense of national pride and a recognition of the immense sacrifices made by the Soviet people during the conflict. In conclusion, the memory and legacy of World War II continue to play a significant role in the cultural and political landscape of many countries today. The conflict continues to shape the way people think about war, nationalism, and human rights, and it serves as a powerful reminder of the devastating consequences of conflict and the importance of peace and international cooperation.